now.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, Fat Boy's still coming.
I had a meeting downstairs in the bathroom and
You did?
got to hop on.
Just now.
Yeah, it was a loud one too.
Just now.
A lot of
It was a
arguing.
loud meeting.
Stunk too.
Glad you survived, Fat Boy.
I mean, the attitudes were bad.
I'm pointing at the TV.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the flicker. Hoarding
Get
flickers
yourself a
over here.
flicker.
Fat Boy doesn't want to be on live video today, he said.
I forgot all about it. Hang on a second. Let me click off this advertisement here.
Well, should I begin with my story?
You want a
while
picture?
he's
Now that
looking?
sounded smart ass.
Yeah, it did.
No, not at all.
I'm fine with
Well,
you
that
want
did.
to. I mean, we
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
Well, Darius Rucker, you remember him?
Hootie.
Hootie. Yeah, he was once visited by his grandmother. Not just grandmother, her ghost. Scary, right?
Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Wonder what he called her. Like, what would Hootie call his grandma?
Hoot Nanny.
So,
God, I want to like come over here and like
in case
high
you
five you.
missed,
That's exactly what I was like. Perfect.
Had a lot of coffee this morning. I have. Me.
Coffee.
Do you want to hear Darius talking about this from the Kelly Clarkson show?
Sure, Nine. I'd love that.
There you go.
yes.
Dean Pelbert. Whoa.
I love hearing Hootie laugh. I forgot about it.
Got a
would
great
you-
laugh.
Why would you run from your grandma's ghost? It's grandma.
You got to play his laugh again, man. He's the greatest laugh.
That
ever.
was that was
Look
one
at
of
that.
those laughs. Like you laugh at this, really?
Yeah.
This
it
is
happened
really
to
funny.
you.
Yeah. Here, I'll go back.
That sounded like a machine gun.
It was a very aggressive laugh.
That's good.
big nerd laugh.
So Darius said it only scared him a little, and he still believes in ghosts. True story.
Yeah, I mean, you probably do.
That was from Kelly.
Kelly Clarkson. That's
You'll
the
have to
latest.
talk to your mom about it, Matt.
You don't watch
I-
that show?
No,
Where have you been?
It's not on when usually I go around when Gunsmoke's on. See, maybe.
Yeah. I enjoy the fact that I have no idea what talk shows exist anymore except what we talk about in here, which is usually Kelly now. but
I
Ellen
know
Hudson.
because of my mom. For
Yeah.
real.
Like those
She doesn't like Jennifer Hudson.
daytime TV in my mind doesn't exist, even though I'm off work at that time of day. It just doesn't exist because it isn't really front of mind anymore.
Why don't you like Happy Place? That's
What
what
is
she
that?
thinks.
What's that?
Jennifer Hudson.
Oh.
Happy Place.
Does she have a show
Happy
too?
Place. Yeah. it comes
She
on.
didn't like Drew Barrymore. Said
No,
she
she
said
sucks.
she must be on. She has like she's on drugs.
She probably
Really?
is.
That's what she always acts that way though. That's
Mhm.
kind of her thing. Yeah. She got on David Letterman.
Yeah.
Flashed him her boobies.
I saw an ad for that show that it's a game show, but it's like the bar game show that one of the Bellas is on with Blake Shelton and somebody else. It
Oh,
looks
yeah.
funny, man. It looks funny.
Oh crap! I want to win. Don't guess. Barmageddon.
That's the one. That's it.
It
Yeah.
looked
Who's
Tiger
the-
Woods Masters win.
Who's the
fist.
other person with him?
Carson Daly.
Yeah, that's right. He's the one I couldn't. No wonder he's the one I couldn't.
The guy
remember.
from QI.
From MTV. It's that show where you'd go to sleep watching wrestling, and you wake up and that's on.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
Yeah,
yeah. It really. I mean,
it's awkward though.
it looks funny from the ad. The ad was great.
It's awkward because like Carson Daly like never comes from behind the bar, and it's like like what's he hiding back?
He ain't
there?
wearing bridges.
Is that what it is?
I think it is. I
He
don't think he
never
ever wears-
shows like his lower.
Never
He never wears
I don't know if
pants.
it's like an FDR thing. He can't walk or what.
Did you say? I forget his name. Did you see the picture that they're saying killed his father-in-law? He
Oh,
was
yeah.
on an episode of Bar Rescue.
I saw a
He
story
did
here.
what
Yeah.
to his father-in-law?
I think he killed him.
Killed him.
Good
yeah.
God.
He pitched. They say he lost millions of dollars in bad investments, and that was a separate issue. But I remember him being on Bar Rescue.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, man, Madman's seen this one 3 times already.
Probably have.
Well, what's going to happen when the cast keeps getting older? You got to do something about it, right?
You got to kill him.
No.
What
No,
cast?
producer director Sean Levy says all the tools will be used to keep the cast of Stranger Things looking young enough.
Was weird.
That means AI crap,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Which I mean, God, you might as well. Like those filters on Snapchat are pretty freaking ridiculous.
Oh, why can't they just jump the timeline ahead a few years to match the age of the actors more so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
Instead
they
of the
saw
90s instead of
nobody
the
wanted to
80s.
watch that 80s show. They
Yeah.
tried that. They're like, and then the wonder years after puberty, whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell, the college years. Although some of those are better than the high school years, I must say.
Well,
They're
Sean
wild
says,
out there, crazy in college.
Yeah, but none of them are particularly good if you try to watch them now.
Well,
I'm not up on the Stranger Things
I'm not
latest one. So
Well, they're never going to finish it, because
That's true. Because Paige called it the inside out instead of the upside down.
That's
Yeah.
true.
did I?
you goober.
Boy,
you
you
called him
turned
thinking
me.
too.
Well, Sean says, quote, the passage of time is definitely not helping. And that being said, our hair and makeup and wardrobe department are pretty exceptional using costumes and wigs and makeup.
But I think
Yeah.
it's cooler. Like, I don't know if this is exactly what you're saying, Nine, but like have them age as they would normally, but they're
Mhm.
still having to wear old clothes.
Well, undersized clothes that don't fit.
Yes.
Okay.
They like it's like the Hulk. Like eventually they just like
Just age them out of the.
Yeah.
So their
Okay.
pants
the
are
continuity would be tough, but
Mhm.
they could do it.
their
Yeah.
shirts don't fit, their bellies hang out, and their pants are really short.
Oh,
That's okay.
yeah.
This is why animated shows work well because nobody ever gets older.
They never do.
Mm.
They don't even acknowledge it. It's great.
All right. So he adds, we're going to use all the tools available to us. And I know our cast is eager to get back to work as the rest of us. So maybe AI, he didn't say exactly that they were going to do that.
Bart Simpson's like 46 years old, but he's still 10.
Homie. That's all I can do.
Mhm.
That's
That's
all I
going
can do
there.
is just say that.
Homie.
That's it.
Well, a
What's up,
company,
homie?
made a horrible mistake. They demolished
Which
a
one?
house,
Oh.
and then they found out they had the wrong address.
Uh-oh.
So this is
They
a
had their own building 7.
Oh boy. A woman in Georgia named Susan Hodgson says that while she was away on
Susan?
vacation, a company called, you call it, we haul it, demolished a house that she owned. And she only heard about it when her neighbor called.
Now, I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes you can a little bit.
So the neighbor
call
confronted
it,
the
we haul it,
workers and they supposedly got nasty with her. So Susan sent a family member over to check their permit, and that's when the company realized they were at the wrong address. And then they just drove off, leaving the
Yeah, I was
house in
about
a
to
total
say,
rubble.
What are they supposed to do?
Look at that.
Like-
they demolished the hell out of it.
They demolish it and they bump themselves in the head and then scurry away.
Yeah.
Oops, my bad.
Let's go back to the Home Depot parking lot, find another job.
Well, no one
That
was.
does suck though.
It does.
I mean, even if they were bonded and insured, what are they gonna do? Build me a new house?
I don't. Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
they're gonna have to.
That's gonna lawsuit. That's gonna
Wonder
end up in court.
How old that
obviously.
house was.
So no one was living in the house when it was just destroyed, and Susan said it was a property that's been in the family for a long time, but it's been boarded up for the past 15 years, and the family keeps the grounds maintained and the taxes paid, so it wasn't abandoned, and they're definitely, didn't want it torn down if it's something that's been in their family.
Where?
In Georgia? That's all
Georgia.
I know.
I was gonna say if this was like up in outskirts of Detroit, like I could see that totally happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like up there where like the city's like giving away homes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like
You have to be careful because you get squatters that are living in there. If you're
I
not in
saw
the house.
Barbarian, I know.
They do.
Mhm.
They do. Oh, that
She
might
looks
be-
a lot like a younger Chris Hamrick. This Hodgson
Wow, she kind of does.
with longer hair.
what a comparison.
But that house, man, is But if it's been boarded up for 15 years, do you care if they tear it down?
Well, I mean, either way, they get the insurance money. They were going to probably burn it down eventually anyway. Oh, the cow knocked over the lantern.
You ain't tried to fix it.
No, just call it haunted and then do tours.
Yeah.
That's
There's
what
money.
everybody
in it.
else does.
It is, yeah. Call it haunted, and suddenly the Airbnb price goes through the roof.
Ah,
Put your little meter out there.
yeah.
No, you got the little clicker in your pocket.
EMF
Mhm.
detector.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, here's an idea that came from medieval monks if you have memory problems and you want something to stick in your brain, if you want to learn something, picture it either bleeding or having sex. I'm sorry, this is their idea.
How do I picture math either bleeding or having sex?
No, this is profiling as hell.
That is
You
Because I
need-
mean, it's thinking about, okay, which one do you go with?
this is not what that 7, 8, 9 joke is about.
Oh, is one the result of the other? Like, who knows?
Oh, well, I don't know. So if you wanted to stick in your memory, in your brain, you need to create something vivid and shocking, a mental picture of it. So basically, you use your imagination and surround the subject with things that are violent, gory, sexual, colorful, noisy, or wild.
All of the above.
All the above.
Okay, like we'll never forget that kid's head from this morning. And you don't have to attach anything like that to that. You just remember that kid's always going to have a big head.
He may grow into it.
Oh,
But
Lord.
what this
Oh,
thought
my.
is trying to get away from what? Stress?
No, this is so
So-
you can remember things.
So what do you so oh gosh, I got to remember to go by the grocery store today.
Yeah.
Threesome.
Yeah, like, I suck at remembering people's names. Am I supposed to imagine the name getting stabbed?
Yeah. And is it like weirder if you go with the blood gore than you do with the sex?
I don't.
think so.
Fabo was trying to go with both at once.
Well, that's
Yeah.
difficult for him. He's got odd fetishes.
How about this? How about you write it down so you don't forget?
100 times
Yeah.
over and over again.
Like,
That will ingrain in your head. That's why they make when they punish you, they make you write sentences.
was it
So
White
you never
Chicks
forget it.
where he tried to remember the name and he kept saying it over and over? Like, do that. The movie.
Yeah, you'll forget though if you say it over and over again because you stop thinking about it.
Yeah, it's true. Too.
You just have to sing it.
Mhm.
Is the way you do it.
Put it in your phone.
You have to like come out with a way to sing it.
I think it's best to write it down and maybe take a little note.
Make flashcards and
Good song.
drill yourself.
Something to remind
What
you.
did you just say, Paige?
Drill yourself with flashcards. Like
Oh, I thought you said flash cops and drill yourself.
have a
Oh
hard
my
time
good
hearing.
Lord.
All
Talk
right.
about fetishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drill
Never-
yourself.
All right. So if you're trying to, this is the example that they gave. If you're trying to learn, say, the zodiac signs in order, one 14th century scholar says that you should picture a huge Aries white ram gleaming with golden
Gourd head.
horns
Angel.
Gourd head, and kicking a bright Taurus Red Bull in the testicles.
What the
I don't know.
crap?
On
So
the
a
way you
little
said looking.
violence, and then that's how you're going to
This
remember.
is
You just
they're
gave me a
This is
good
dumb.
Halloween costume idea.
Sorry.
but,
These people are just trying to keep the peasants dumb
I mean that
by
that
overcomplicating the complicated.
I don't know what you're going to do sexually with thinking that everything's sexual with trying to remember stuff because
I don't know.
even bizarro.
My
Or,
brain scrambled just by hearing that little.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not even a onomatopoeia,
Mm-mm.
which I even forget what that is.
Yeah, I
now.
forgot what that means.
I remember learning the crap out of it, but I can't
Uh-huh.
remember what it's called, what it is.
It's this,
There was a cool song we went on.
Onomatopoeia.
Another one, hyperbole. People like to say that one a lot.
Hyperbole.
I forgot what
But
that
what
one
was onomatopoeia?
it is. It's a sound thing. I don't remember.
It's like boing, like that's onomatopoeia.
I don't
It's
know.
a sound, but it's a word.
Ooh.
Hang on,
It's-
let me
I think
give you
it's
the
the
exact
Native American.
definition of what it is.
It's the Native American chief.
Oh, it's
on
the.
the piano.
After
Oh.
Sitting Bull.
We're all dumb now. That feels stupid. It's the formation of a word from a sound associated with what it is named. Like sizzle sounds like sizzle. Cuckoo sounds
Why
like
did they
cuckoo.
call it a dong?
I know.
That's not one.
That's $1.
That's not one.
It don't sound like a bell.
Mm, it does not. But sometimes it resembles one.
Yeah, dude.
Run for the border.
Oh
Dang.
my
Not this
God.
one. The other one.
The other way.
Oh, my
wow.
goodness.
You don't know where we are on the map, so you
All
don't know.
right, yeah.
Coming in by the
We're,
droves.
we're in
Yeah.
the South.
We're pointing to the east.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on page. And those are your eyes, guys, headlines.
Thank you. We will say goodbye to those of you on video. And for those of you watching this in the future, it gets better. Swear to God.
does.
It does.
It might.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We're going to say, hey, famous people born on today's date. Happy birthday.
Or fuck it.
Right after this. Good morning.